everyone, welcome back to Reading with Monal. If you're new here, hi, I'm Monal, and if you love romance novels, then you're in for a treat today. I'm going to be talking about 5 romance novels that I consider as absolute must-reads. These are books that made me giggle, made me swoon, and sometimes even made me cry in the best way possible. So if you're jumping into the genre for the first time or looking to add favorites to your shelf, I've got you covered. So grab a cup of chai or coffee and let's jump into the good stuff. First we have Archer's Voice by Mia Sheridan. This book is basically, if you love quiet, broken men who are in need of love and healing, then Archer Hale will stay with you long after you finish the last page. The premise of the book goes something like this. It's about this girl, Bree, who moves to this small town looking for a fresh start. When she moves there, she runs into Archer Hale, and everybody in the town doesn't really like Archer Hale because he's very quiet, closed off, keeps to himself, doesn't really socialize with anybody else in the town. And she is like, okay, well, I'm gonna make that judgment for myself. So that's how they become friends. They start getting to know each other, and the connection between them is so pure. The way Archer loves Bree is something every single person I'm sure must be dreaming of. This book gave me actual chest pain with how sweet it was. I mean, it's got everything you could want in a romance. It's set in a small town. It is a slow burn. It's also incredibly emotional, but it's absolutely worth every tear that you shed. Next, we have Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. This is basically a love letter to rom-coms. So if you love romantic comedies, then this is the book you need to pick up first. The premise of the book is about this girl, Liz, who is trying to get the attention of her crush and get her happily ever after with this person. And she ends up enlisting the help of her neighbor / enemy, Wes. They decide to fake date in order to make him jealous and get his attention. As they're fake dating, Liz starts realizing that she's actually enjoying Wes's company a lot more than she thought she would. And this leads her to questioning what love is all about, like her ideals of love. She's obsessed with rom-coms. She's, that is what she considers as template to her, for her own love life, and spending time with Wes kind of starts making her consider what love truly is and how do you know if you're in love with someone. It's YA, but in a crossover way, it hits just as hard as adult romance. All in all, this book is an enemies to lovers fake dating situation with the most chaotic and unlucky female lead you'll ever see. And also, Wes Bennett is an absolute gold retriever, 10 out of 10. One of the perfect book boyfriends you'll probably ever meet, and who will make you smile. I mean, this whole book is gonna make you smile, so pick it up either way. If you've ever screamed at a book or a TV series or a movie to 2 characters to just kiss already, then this book is the perfect one for you. It's about Jasmine and Ivan, who are professional figure skaters. They are not necessarily each other's biggest fans, but they have to be civil because Ivan's sister is Jasmine's best friend. And this particular year, Jasmine is hoping to compete in the world championship. Ivan needs a partner. The perfect solution would obviously be to team up together, which is what they do. And you see how their relationship progresses as they are practicing and training for the world championships. You see how close they become, but the pace at which this book progresses is super slow. It's a slow burn. You will probably be just dying to know when the characters are going to kiss. So this book is one of the most slowest slow burns, but with the most satisfying payoff. I love this book. The banter and the tension between Jasmine and Ivan is to die for. It's fiery and it's real, and the ice skating backdrop just makes everything a lot more intense and amazing to read. It's chef's kiss. One of my favorite Mariana Zapata reads of all time. I in fact made my friend read it and she loved the book just as much as I did. I mean, we were gossiping about this book for a really long time to come. Number 4 is Beach Read by Emily Henry. I have the paperback. So this is the first Emily Henry book that went famous, and for all the right reasons. It's essentially about two people who don't believe in love anymore finding love with each other. They are both writers and both of them are currently in a writer's block, but they need to come up with a manuscript fast. Like they need to be ready with a manuscript by the end of summer and they have nothing. So what they do is they decide to swap genres. So she will write, cult fiction and he's gonna write a romance. So they take each other on all these outings to try to give the other person inspiration. She takes him out on all these like classic romantic dates. He takes her out to meet like former cult members and interview them. It's not just about two writers trying to write a book. It's so much more than that. Like I said, it's about two people who have stopped believing in love, finding love when they finally meet each other. And what makes this book so much more amazing is that they are rivals. They have been rivals since they were in college. In the present, she ends up moving in next door to him. That's how they meet and kind of come up with this solution to help both of them. So essentially, in simple words, this is romance meets existential crisis. January and Gus, the characters, swap genres for the summer to write a book. And there is fun, witty banter that turns into something more. And it's raw, it's emotional, it's very real too. It's not at all like your usual rom-coms. It's realistic without being too depressing, without being a downer. It's pretty realistic, and plus it's Emily Henry, so enough said. And last but not the least, we have The Right Move by Liz Stromford. This is the second book in the Windy City series. It is a series following sports romances. Each book is about a different sports player. Like the sport that the man plays is different in each book. The first book is a hockey romance. The second book, which I'm talking about, is a basketball romance, which was a first for me. And this book is, I can't even describe in words how amazing this book is. It is proof that sports romances don't just have to be these like rom-coms. They can be emotional, soft and swoony and emotionally intelligent. Ryan Shea is like the perfect guy you'll ever meet. He's soft, he's oh so patient, he is loving, caring. If acts of service is your love language, then you need to read this book. Like, the things he does for Indy in this book, nothing is going to compare to this, not even in real life. Like, I'm definitely going to be expecting the things that Ryan Shea does from guys I would potentially meet in real life. You know what I'm saying? That's like, he's set the standard for me. If a guy is not like Ryan Shea, then I don't want it. Simple as that. The chemistry between Ryan and Indy is there from page 1, and you only just see it grow and grow and grow. And what makes this book a must read is how grounded and real the relationship feels. The characters have flaws, but they learn to get past those flaws and become a better person because of this other person that they're in love with. That just makes this book so much more impactful. It's great. And in fact, what reminded me of this book and essentially make this entire video is the fact that I recently came across a reel where this woman pointed out that Ryan Shea is the golden man because he names his children after Indy. So he calls Indy Blue in the books, that's her nickname. Their daughter's name is Navy, genius, and then their son's name is Iverson because Indy's last name is Ivers. That's the standards that you want. This book is unreal in the best way possible. It just makes you want to find a love like that so much more. And that's my list of romance must reads. Let me know in the comments which of these you have already read or you're adding to your TBR. And if you have a particular book that you consider is a romance must read, then drop them in the comments so we can all swoon together. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that bell icon to receive notifications about more bookish videos in the future. And until next time, happy reading, happy swooning, bye!